Hello everybody, Flamin' Shark back with another video, and this is my review to my blind commentary blind reaction to Season 2, Episode 6 to 10 of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Depending on how you're counting, you could also be defining this as Episode 16 to 20 of Season 1 of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, but regardless of which way you're counting, it's a season finale, and it was really interesting. I have to say, this is probably, certainly as far as a continuous group of episode after episode, probably one of the best. I don't want to use the term sets, because obviously as far as like reaction sets, obviously if you go back to the very beginning of Ben 10 reactions, it was literally my second series. I was doing some single episode videos in the first two seasons, and actually even up to Season 3, maybe Season 4 even. Yeah, I think even in Season 4. So like, back when I was doing Ben 10, the original series, I was doing single episode sets occasionally mixed in with larger sets, whereas when I've done Alien Force, when I did Alien Force as well as obviously here the first 20 episodes of Ultimate Alien, I've been doing larger sets. I don't typically do single episode reactions unless it's maybe the first episode of the series. I do that sometimes, among other things. But yeah, this is certainly, as far as like a group of episodes, as far as like a section of the series, in this case, either the second half of Season 2 or the last quarter of Season 1, depending on how you're labeling it, this group of episodes has to definitely be some of my favorite overall just section of the Ben 10 franchise I've run into. I'm not sure if it's my favorite, like let's say group of 4, 5, 6 episodes, somewhere in that range, but it certainly has a lot of contention for that spot, and off the top of my head, I can't say there's been a better. I can definitely say this was my favorite of the first 4 sets of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. This was definitely my favorite set, and I've really enjoyed all 4 sets, but I definitely think these last 2 were really good, and this one in particular was incredible. Obviously, it started with the first episode, which was very shocking and swapped the narrative in a way we weren't expecting, ending one arc early and immediately flipping it into another arc, and these 2 arcs kind of like bleeded into each other, and it was, there was some surprises for sure in episode 6 of Season 2, and the story that we've been following for the pretty much since Ultimate Alien started kind of suddenly ended and immediately transitioned into a different story, which didn't last as long, but despite that, it was very intense, very compelling, and just so interesting to watch on so many levels as someone who's not only been really enjoying Ultimate Alien, but someone who's been a big fan of both Ben 10 and Ben 10 Alien Force prior. With the context of the first 2 Ben 10 series, I think it made the arc at the end of the season so strong and so emotional, and I think we had some of the most powerful moments probably of the entire franchise in the last few episodes, the episodes that were covered in this set of episodes. I thought this was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, Kevin was amazing. Ben and Gwen, seeing their reactions to everything that was going on, the surprise of what they did with Agrigor, just all kinds of stuff. There was so much, and I don't want to get too much into specifics here. Obviously, you guys will be checking out the reaction, if you didn't already, but I assume you guys will be checking out the reaction in a little, either right now or, you already have or whatever, but whatever the case may be, I obviously go into this stuff in much more depth in the reaction video, but it was really cool to see what they did with these episodes. I thought it was very impressive, and I really enjoyed every last second of it. I thought episode 6 was such a crazy episode that went so deep into the, what the fuck's gonna happen. Agrigor's gonna get this power, and obviously the Celestial Sapiens, Alien X, they became a big part of that narrative, and we got some pretty crazy shit that came out of it. So that was actually insane and super cool, and I really loved it. Yeah, that was just absolutely insane. And then on top of that, we also got some other episodes where we saw Kevin, because at the end of the episode they can't stop Agrigor, so Kevin has to absorb the Ultimatrix, of course. Once he does that, he curb stomps Agrigor, which makes sense, and then Kevin becomes the kind of villain. Kevin becomes the villain of the remainder of the season, and it becomes this big conflict, and both Gwen and Ben have this kind of internal conflict where Ben feels like he must do what he must do and end Ben, Kevin, kill him if he has to, whereas Gwen is more, unwilling to do so because obviously she cares a lot for Kevin. Obviously Ben does too, but Ben's willing to go all the way, and that creates an interesting division between Ben and Gwen when we're already missing Kevin as one of our lead main characters. And you get some great episodes with Kevin trying to get revenge. He goes to the prison that he was held at when he was thrown into the Null Void in the original series, and he tries to get revenge on the man who was once a guard and now is the warden of that prison. And he also tries to get revenge on Argit, and there's just all of this just insanity happening. And then obviously in the double length, the two-parter, which was the season finale, they dealt with Kevin, and they went through a big series of events, which eventually led to them saving Kevin with the help of Darkstar or Michael Morningstar, whatever you want to call him. I usually just call him Morningstar, but again, he is really known as Darkstar. And in the end, he tries to betray them, but they saw it coming from a mile away. And that was kind of a little lull moment at the end of the season. But generally speaking, in the end, everything works out. Ben, Gwen, and Kevin are all together and happy again. And the plot line was resolved. Because what happened with the end of the Agrigor arc in episode 6, that obviously has been going on since the beginning of Ultimate Alien, is it essentially ended suddenly, but in its place immediately created a new, even more interesting arc in the Kevin arc right after, and it bled into it perfectly. Whereas here we had the conclusion of the Kevin arc, and we're left with no idea what they're going to do in the final 32 episodes of Ultimate Alien. This is in the first 20 episodes, they immediately at the beginning of the series established the precedent for the series. And over the first 20 episodes, they pretty much stuck with a consistent narrative that was there. Now with 32 more episodes to go, we have an open slate for them to build up another narrative for the rest of the series, or maybe potentially go with a bit more of an episodic storytelling aspect that they were kind of doing a little bit in the early part of this arc, but really it kind of quickly blended into this big sauce. So I don't know what's going to happen with all that, but whatever the case may be, it was really enjoyable. I'm loving Ultimate Alien so far. 20 episodes down, 32 to go. That should be very exciting. We're going to see what they do. I hope to see Charmcaster again, because I feel like that's kind of a loose end that they need to tie up with what they did with her in episode, I want to say 14, 4 of season 2. Yes, it was season 2, episode 4. What they did with Charmcaster in Where the Magic Happens. Obviously, they need to resolve that, because they did say they'd go back for her, and they haven't yet, and that makes sense because they've been busy with the Agrigor stuff and then immediately into the Kevin stuff. But I hope they don't just forget about Charmcaster now, especially when they have 32 episodes left in the series. There is a lot of Ben 10 Ultimate Alien still yet to be consumed by yours truly, and I'm really looking forward to all of it. So yeah, that should be a lot of fun. But anyways, that's really all I gotta say. Links down below in the description. Breach TV link, Mega link down there. You can also check out my Patreon, Discord, Twitter, my anime list. I don't know. Those are all down there. We have movie polls, new movie polls going on. The Western film that's good, that won last month was, oh my god, why can't I think of it right now? The anime film was Grave of the Fireflies, because it had been close a bunch of times and finally won. Oh, it was Kubo and the Two Strings, so we'll be getting movie reactions to Kubo and the Two Strings and to Kubo and the Two Strings and to fucking, why can't I think of it right now? To Kubo and to to Kubo. And, oh yeah, I mean, I guess actually you guys will be. This video should be going up, if I'm not mistaken, on the 8th of August. So actually, right, yeah, because the Hunter should go up on the 5th, the My Hero the 6th, yeah. So I haven't recorded Grave of the Fireflies yet. But Grave of the Fireflies will actually be the day before this reaction. So it's going to be Hunter x Hunter on Wednesday, My Hero Academia on Thursday, Grave of the Fireflies on Friday, and then on Saturday you'll be getting this Ben 10 reaction. So I'm recording this a few days in advance. Yeah, I just wasn't processing it yet. The movie will actually be up the day before this, so this will be the first reaction after Grave of the Fireflies. I just haven't recorded Grave of the Fireflies yet, so it's a little weird. But anyways, I will see you guys next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.